Hi everyone, please let me know if you can hear me. I hope you can. Let's see the beautiful flowers. Hi everyone. Let me know on the chat if everything is working okay for you. You can hear me, you can see me. We are going to begin in a couple of minutes. Hi Christine, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi Cindy, dear, good to see you too. This is a hot day. That's good, that's good. So I'm already sweating. I just got out of the taxi, and the moment I left the taxi, I don't know, it's like every pore of my skin started to sweat. Yeah, I know this is a very detailed explanation, but yeah, this is exactly how things are. I know Europe has been, and the States, a lot of states in America have gone through actually, a big heat wave. We haven't had it here yet, but we're just about to. So I'm kind of getting ready for it. I am. Before we begin, let me just show you this lovely house over here with beautiful flowers. 34 in London. It's 32 today here in Tbilisi, and it's only gonna get hotter, I believe. Well, not today, thank goodness, not today. So today's tour is going to be like a bit of something old, something new, something restored, and something not blue actually, but kind of pink or maybe peach color. So I've just totally contaminated and ruined an old idiom, but well, not an idiom, it's a saying, right? So, but yeah, Tbilisi is always about something old and something new. I hate it. Yes, I hate the humidity. This is the worst, exactly. Like my dress is already just completely stuck to my body. It's like I'm wearing a sticky tape. Horrible, absolutely horrible, but that's okay. I'll try to spend some time in the shade and hopefully in the lobby. So we'll see. And in the shade of this lovely tree next to this cute balcony over here. Yeah, we know that feeling too well, unfortunately. So we are starting. Where are we? I actually don't think I've ever taken you to this. I mean, we have been to this area before, but we haven't seen it from this particular angle. And we definitely haven't been to the lobby that I'm hoping is open. I checked it 40 minutes ago, it was open. But if it's not, anyway, we have a good video of it if it doesn't work the way I plan it to. Actually, a little bit over there, you can see a mountain. That's the Tatsminda mountain. So this is where we're heading to tomorrow for the famous ice cream festival. Some of you may remember it from the previous year when Grisha, my son, had about 6 or 7 ice creams in less than 1 hour simply because it was boiling hot. And I had to keep Grisha in the shade, so I was basically supplying him with ice cream. So let me just show you a few things over here before we go on. So the mountain is over there, and the area we are in, it's very close to where the food festival was a few weeks ago. I don't think I will have Grisha with me tomorrow because 7 ice creams, I can't beat that. And he might be expecting me to. But I will have Grisha with me tomorrow on another tour. Since you asked, I need to promote this. So tomorrow, Misha, Grisha, and me, your humble Anna, we're going to be doing a tour on the Soviet literature, like children's literature. And Grisha, because he's now desperately earning his pocket money, he's going to be sharing with you the story that he likes from his childhood, from the Soviet times. I mean, the book written in the Soviet times. You know, no politics, it's just literature, bit of culture, and children's books. Thank you so much, Natalie. So Grish is going to be sharing his story, but not just one. He's preparing something big, and I hope it will work out, and I hope he will enjoy it, you will enjoy it. So if he's not joining me for the ice cream festival, he's definitely with us for this Soviet literature thing. So for today, I'm doing two more tours. So I'm taking you to the Bolshoi Avenue, my stomping ground in St. Petersburg, some more Art Nouveau, some more Art Nouveau lobbies, and also I'm taking you to the Museum of Photography. And then I'm taking you to the Synagogue of St. Petersburg with virtual tours. And I've added some more photos, some more footage, and some more facts because I have done this tour before. So I hate doing the same thing. So I just tweaked it a little bit. And for tomorrow, the ice cream festival, I think it's going to be 15 minutes earlier than today's tour, just in case, because I need, to travel. It's going to take time. I need to allow for some traffic jams or ice cream jams. I don't know, we'll see. And then also I'm taking you to the garden of Mikhail Mamulashvili. This is this whimsical fairy tale like garden and a small museum in Tcheta. I took you to the garden when I did the live stream in the lavender farm a couple weeks ago, but I'm taking you on a full tour and I'm sharing you the story of the self-made man, a gardener, the owner of the first, flower store, and a person and a museum and everything. So it's going to be lovely and cozy. We're going to see his house with a lot of 19th century items, by the way. And then the literature thing, and then I'm taking you to an Art Nouveau house of Chaim Bialik, the Hebrew poet of Ukrainian origin. Very beautiful place, newly restored, so you just absolutely have to join me. If you like Art Nouveau, it's going to be Art Nouveau, like Middle Eastern style, very interesting. Okay, anyway, let's get started. Here we are in the area so-called, it's kind of the Arbiliani area. Arbiliani is one of the families, old aristocratic kin that owned a lot of lands in this area. We're going to walk that way after we visit this house, and that's the house we're going to visit today. As I said, something old and something new. So this entire area started to develop in the middle of the 19th century, like big parts of Tbilisi, after the country was annexed by the Russian Empire. And this was, from the very beginning, a very, very posh neighborhood. And this was just one of those famous tenant houses, right? People just rented from it. The Orbiliani family owned hectares all across the country. And at some point, they started selling. Exactly, Dorley, exactly, the Hebrew poet, but he became the poet, when he came to the Holy Land, it wasn't called Israel at that time. So it's the Hebrew national poet first and foremost, and then Israel, of course. And he died before the state of Israel was established, sadly. He lived not a very long life, unfortunately. Yes, so this house, this land was purchased from the Arbiliani family. Is it buffering for everyone? Is it? Or is it just for Dorley? Do let me know, because I might need to rejoin. Okay, how about everyone else? In the meantime, I'm gonna have a sip of water. Good. Okay, so Dorley, you might need to refresh. I don't want to be jinxing though. So the Arbiliani family, at some point, after a big family crisis, they had to sell some of the lands in this area. They still own hectares, as I said, but they sold it to the Armenian merchants, several brothers. And these merchants built here their tenant houses. Yeah. And it's not just one lobby, it's way more than that. And the motto of everyone, of every landlord, of every development company, developer, would be to make as much money as possible of the investment. Look at these floors. So the more beautiful the lobby is, let's say, the more money they are likely to get from the tenants. And this is not even the most beautiful entrance because we entered from the side street. I'll probably need to talk a little quieter because people live here still. There are some Airbnbs too, but it's still residential area. And we entered, well, by the way, that's, I believe, well, somebody's office. And this is, I said, not even the best entrance. This is kind of the cheaper because the entrance was not from the street yet. It has some nice ironwork. Absolutely original. Look at that. I bet it was cleaned. Yeah, definitely. They restored this bit of the decoration that they have, but well, since it's the apartments here would be a bit cheaper, well, why they wouldn't really be bothering too much in decorating this. This one I also believe is old, but I'm not sure. So we haven't seen the gala entrance, but we get this luxury of visiting the courtyard. Look at the staircases. Look at the stairs. You absolutely have to see this one over there. Huh? I will show it to you also from another side. So this building has been recently restored because this is a very posh area. Also, President's Palace is just behind that wall, basically. And now I need to take these stairs. Ooh. Oof, what is this thing flying here? Oof. There you go. So we are in the courtyard. Look at these staircases. As I said, we're visiting something old, something new. And this is the restored building in a very expensive area. So we have been to this area before, but we have not been. I hope I am live. I hope everything is working okay. So I'm gonna be nudging you, well, now and then, because I don't know if the connection is working fine. So do let me know in the chat, please, if it's all good. And you see, the proper Georgian courtyard should always have laundry on the ropes, just drying like that on the balcony. We have it, so we can just say, check. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Sometimes, well, I could clearly tell you that this part of the house, this part belongs to one entrance, and the apartments here used to be, I'm not sure about now, I think it's the same, but they used to be more expensive than the apartments from this side. You can see it by the decoration of the balcony, the ironwork here, pretty simple ironwork, and the wooden balconies, and a much more elegant winding staircase from here. Again, I can't tell for sure how it looked and what it looked like before the restoration, but I can tell you sure that this lobby was for way more expensive apartments. And I'm sure you'll be able to tell it me as well. You'll see it for yourself. Look at these stairs. Look at this. It's marble. In the previous lobby it was very basic, but this is marble with beautiful ironwork. So the steps themselves are slabs of marble, and the rest is the ironwork. We usually say lace ironwork here because it does look like lace. This part does not belong here, it's actually new. What we have here, you may remember from my multiple tours that usually the lobbies would have only one source of light. By the entrance, let's say on the ground floor, usually a kerosene lamp or electricity at, let's say, later periods. And there would be also a source of daylight on the ceiling. Here, the ceiling doesn't have anything. Most likely, it was there, but it didn't survive the time because it was just glass or stained glass, most likely, in such an ornate lobby like this one. So it's gone. And I guess it was just cheaper and probably more reasonable and feasible financially just to cover it and just plaster the ceiling. So we don't really have it anymore. Well, we have the ironwork, beautiful, the same design, right? Same design. Well, again, but the cheaper entrance. Sorry, we didn't enter through the main entrance because usually this entrance is closed. But, you know, I pulled some strings and we've been able to enter. So we didn't make the gala entrance, but we're definitely going to make a gala and exit. And the star of the show is this cute restored decorations of the lobby. So now you know, you can tell the difference, right? And usually the price range would be quite impressive, really big, the difference in the, let's say, the apartments in the main lobby and let's say lobbies that face side streets or courtyards. It could be 20% cheaper, 25% cheaper, easily. And also it all depended on the number of floors and which floor the apartment was. It especially worked for the houses built before 1900 because elevators, you remember it from my St. Petersburg stories, it worked just the same way, completely. But this house has 4 floors, so I assume that the ground floor was obviously for the businesses and the rest for the apartments. As you can see here, the face is clearly painted. It's there, but here it's not. It's kind of sad, but actually this is the example of the scientific restoration. So usually when restorers do what they should be doing because they are restorers, so they restore. They just restore what they can see. And when they know for sure that here it used to be a lady's head and wings and something else, and if they see it and if they know the colors it's painted with, they will just restore it and preserve it for generations. But when it's not there, they don't. So they don't add what they think it was. They only add it when they know what it was. So that's why it's a good example of scientific restoration. The faces are all a little different. I haven't been to this lobby before. I haven't been to this lobby before the restoration, so I can't tell you how bad it looked, but we know it probably was in a much worse condition than it is today. So now it's a very expensive piece of real estate. It has a couple of Airbnbs as far as I understand, but there are a lot of people actually who live in this house. A lot of people, a lot of locals. So, but again, before the revolution and before 1928, that's important actually. I will talk about it when I'm on the bridge. Just do remind me to say that, because as you remember, in 1917, in the Russian Empire proper, when the Bolsheviks came to power, one of the first decrees they issued was the decree on nationalization of property, and the property would be taken from the merchants, aristocrats, anyone. In Georgia, since the Bolsheviks only invaded in 1921 and Georgia enjoyed independence for 3 years, the situation was a little different, and the Soviet grip came to its own a little later, 1928. But I will tell you some more details when we have the time, because we need to get going. Before I exit, I need to put my hat on, and I had just a little sip of water. One more look at the cute lobby. I hope you have enjoyed it. Do let me know. I like really the palette. I just like this cream, vanilla shades, beige. It's giving me some. Yeah, I know it was suffering. Yeah, I know it was suffering. I got completely kicked out of YouTube. Am I back? Still buffering? Just let me know if you have been still buffering. Just let me know if you have been able to see the lobby, if you saw the lobby. Have you? It would be a bummer if you didn't, because I won't be able to. Okay, so have you seen the lobby? Have you seen everything? Were you with me when I was showing the designs? Okay, that's good. So it means we can go, right? Because I have a lot more to share with you, not buffering now. Very good. So one more look around the lobby, just from this spot, because here at least the connectivity seems to be okay and I don't want to jinx it. So one more look and then we are leaving. Also, before I got completely kicked, everything, who knows? Well, if you saw me, if you heard me telling you about the scientific restoration, that was it. And I also told you the story of how different nationalization went for Georgia compared to Soviet Union proper. Did you hear that? If not, that I can cover once again when we're out. So I think we can go. Thank you so much. I'm glad you have enjoyed the lobby. So you see here, we can't really exit that easily. Yeah, okay, thank you so much, everyone. So the entrance is from another lobby. Anyway, we need to get going, and we are pretty much exploring just a little neighborhood here. Then we cross the street and we explore another neighborhood but across the river. So we are going to see the Kura today, the main river that flows all along the city. So just so you would understand that this is a very posh area. So this palace that actually belonged to Orbegliani family is still here, and it's now the president's palace residence, just a private home, and also the office of the president of Georgia. This house here, it's undergoing restoration, but you know what? It's more than just a restoration. What they're doing here is sad, but I think they just didn't have any other option. They only preserve the facade. They are going to restore the facade with plaster decoration and everything else, but the inners of the house, everything else will be new. Well, I don't think it's the best solution, but when the building is in really bad condition and the restoration, the scientific one, is gonna cost a fortune, well, you just kind of work out the best solution. So what can I say? Over here, you may remember this area. So yeah, very posh. Here, for example, used to be this famous London hotel. One of the first 5-star hotels in Tbilisi, mid-19th century, when the city became a popular tourist attraction, destination. The thing is, like, why on earth did it happen, the proper tourist destination? We need to thank Napoleon for it, and the Holy Land, and the Ottomans. And also thank in the inverted commas, because with his Egyptian campaigns and everything that Napoleon, well, okay, well, there is an open door. How can I miss that? There is not much going on here in this lobby, just the Twin Peaks floor, but that's okay. Who am I to complain that not much that survived? So you see, that's what actually was there in the lobby instead of that big onion on the top here. So that topper did not belong to that lobby. It was just a decoration, modern one. But usually that would be this. I can't even guarantee this is the original lamp. Probably not. It's clearly giving me David Lynch vibe. Do you see what I mean? Like, that's Twin Peaks. Ooh, that's okay, that's interesting. And I also have my other phone with me today, which means I have prepared some visual materials, and I will share them with you in a minute. Whew, I'm still getting so thirsty. This is like horrible. Okay, what do I want to show you? So I want to show you just a second. There you go. So for example, the palace, I had to really quickly pass by President's Palace because they don't like us filming ever since the political, situation got tense. They don't want us to film any political buildings, so I really passed that by quickly. But that palace for some time belonged to, well, as I said, it belonged to our Orbegliani family. So Georgi Orbegliani was one of the last, not latest, but the last owners, people who lived in the palace, one of the distinguished members of the Orbegliani clan, we could say, definitely, we could say that. And as I said, London Hotel, and we are actually looking on the side of London Hotel. I want to show you a photo. I only need a minute to find it. Give me a second. Okay, we'll get to it when I have the time. Well, I'll find it. So this is the posh 5-star hotel, London. And this was one of the first public parks that was open. Well, because the guests to the city and also rich aristocrats and rich tenants had to walk somewhere with their families, with their lap dogs, and well, that's just how they worked around that. And I was talking about the Napoleon. So the Napoleon campaign of Egypt, and then his campaign in the Middle East, and all the artifacts that he brought with him sparked interest in European society in the Middle East. But because of the Ottomans, who didn't let tourists and pilgrims in, people couldn't travel to the Holy Land. Well, they couldn't travel to the Ottoman Palestine. But the Caucasus was there. So the Caucasus became that one popular destination. This building used to be a Grand Hotel. So the London Hotel, Grand Hotel, I think this really makes sense, right? You kind of understand what kind of area this was. Now we are on a bridge. However, there is no water here. What's going on? Well, that's actually part of a long bridge over Kura River. But the Kura River now starts way further down over there. But this area is dry because this is the famous dry bridge, right? I need to cross here, and then I'll show you some photos for you to understand what I'm talking about. So before 1933, this area didn't exist. There just was one island in the center. Over here that I'm walking now, it was an island. But it was an island, and it was washed with the rivers of Kura, with the waters of Kura River. So this park didn't really exist until 1933. I will show you some photos if you give me a minute. So that's what it looked like. You see an island, and you see the two bridges. Actually, it's one and the same bridge, but one section of it was over the island, as you can see, like that. And that island was also somebody's property. Believe it or not, this island also used to belong to Orbeliani family, but because of the financial crisis in the family, ooh, goodness gracious, wow. This is what's left of the dry bridge flea market, because the dry bridge now, we have done the tour of the flea market together before. This is not part of the plan for today, but I can't just pass it by. It's so beautiful. So this is the collection of, I guess, well, porcelain and probably also some pottery, ceramics. That's clearly German, I think 19th century. And I'm gonna put my phone now. Wow, this is really cute. Look at that. And I know I'm sure we all love flea markets, and you can find a lot of rare porcelain here. And also, if you are after, collection for, if you really want to have a set of, let's say, German plates, I'll just put it back. So you can come here and get yourself. Yes, exactly. No, I didn't pump into Georgi actually. Oh yeah. Well, I also just met him accidentally, but we did together a tour with Georgi a few years ago. So, a couple of years ago. Sorry, my gimbal can't make it. So this is Wedgwood. Beautiful, really good condition. I'm gonna put the price tag back. Let's say. So this one is 20 lari. That's like about $10, just one plate. So really nice prices. Sorry?
Johnson. Anglia Johnson.
Johnson.
Oh, Johnson is what I
Okay. По-русски? По-русски? Да. Да, не понимаю. Не понимаю, извините. Я не понимаю. Я не понимаю, что она хочет сказать. Переведите, пожалуйста. Это Wedgwood.
Английский есть.
Красный это Wedgwood. Да, это Англия. Villeroy Boch. You also have Villeroy Boch. Okay. So they have England, they have Wedgwood, they have Villeroy Boch, and Johnson. Да, я все поняла. Спасибо большое. А вот это что? 10 лари. This is 10 lari. А что это? I can't see I don't know what this is. I can't recognize really the mark. No, I can't recognize it. But this is 10 lari. It's cute. Look at this. So really nice. I can't really pass by. Madlova. I can't really just pass by easily. You see? I got distracted. I knew that, but I'm on my way. I am determined to show you what I've been planning to show. It's getting a little windier, but let me know if it's all okay. Some bracelet. Well, this is modern. This is not something of my interest. Yeah, so about 2 years ago, I think, right before my birthday, Georgi, whom I actually saw yesterday, We did a tour together a few years ago in the flea market. And I probably should repeat it, but not probably with Georgi, but I have someone in mind. I'll tell you later when the time comes. Let me just check if the chat is working okay, because at the moment I can't really see anything. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Sharon. Good. So I showed you the photograph, right? The dry bridge in the middle of the Kura River. Now this is the Kura River. So the right armlet of Kura River was filled up in 1933. And this is the territory of the island. So basically where the dry bridge is, the section with the flea market, that was the island. But then the rest, the entire area just became filled up and became just the continuation of the Orbeliani lands. The thing that Orbeliani family, the same family, owned that island. I want to show you a few more images. Just give me a second. There you go. There is an also older postcard. I don't know how much you can see, but probably you can. I don't know, it's too sunny. I'll probably have to find a shade and show it to you in the shade, or maybe like this. Paddocott, that plate, I don't know what it was for, it was too small. So you see that island over there? It changed its size because the waters came and go. So with tides, the territory of the island changed significantly. And when the Orbeliani family had this financial crisis, and the story is very simple, it used to be one of the richest families. Not only were they just rich aristocratic family with huge manors, they also were very good at business, and they were a prosperous family. However, when part of the family was traveling to one of their manors, they were abducted by the criminals, the Muslim tribe, and the Muslims asked for ransom. And the money was, well, 40,000 ruble. At that point, it was somewhat about $2 million, around that. Well, the conversions are approximate because it's very difficult to really tell you the accurate rate with this almost 2-century gap in the timeline. But, well, what it is. Now we are on the left bank of the Kura River, and I'm gonna need to put my hat back on. Just give me a second. And the sun is killing me, but that's okay. That's okay. So, and the Orbeliani family, they paid the ransom, so it was all good. But they had to sell their lands. Not all of them, but a lot of it. And they sold the island to an Armenian merchant, Valerian Madatov. That's him. I think you can see, I can see it pretty clearly. Let me know. If not, then I'll just show it to you when I am in the shade. But I think this is okay. So Valerian Madatov purchased the island and built sawmills on the island. And those sawmills supplied the city with the construction material, which was really absolutely essential. And you can see some wood mills on the banks of the Kura River, and the Madatov put more sawmills on the island itself. But again, as I said, there are no mills anymore. And okay, I'll just get back for a minute. I'd like to show you a few more things over here. By the way, these gentlemen are repairing the bridge. Never saw them there. Also, you must have seen, not now, but on my other tours, you must have seen also uh, the small boats, just tourist attraction. But back in the days, Kura River was really just a transport artery, and a lot of, what do you call it? Ferries. Yeah, ferries would just cruise along the river as a public transport. You could see that. You could see the windmill, right? You can see the sawmill, not the windmill, the sawmill, right? And I will also show you the ferry. Yeah, there you go. That's the ferry. That's how it used to be. And you know what? We're standing next to a building which is now a restaurant, but it used to be also a hotel. So 5 minutes ago we saw two hotels, right? London Hotel and the Grand Hotel, and there is now another hotel, and there also was another hotel, and that also was a hotel, all private property, and they were just turned from tenant houses into hotels because this was very posh neighborhood, very expensive and very popular among tourists. And there is still, by the way, a hotel over here. This is a hotel, but the new building, because the number of tourists coming nowadays is slightly different, slightly bigger than it used to be back in the days. But it's not just that. Whenever there are tourists and whenever there are rich people staying in, there are all sorts of entertainment. So actually, in that area, a little down the river, was a chain of brothels. Local tour guides and Georgians themselves don't really like to talk about it because, well, brothel is something bad, right? But it's part of the story. It was part of the city's scenery. And I mean, it's just silly to deny that Tbilisi also had a lot of brothels. Like, of course it did. So yeah, exactly on this side. So it's on the Medvedev Island and also on this side of the Kura River, like a left bank. There was chains of brothels. And by the way, in the Russian Empire, starting from the 1850s, prostitution was legal. It was all legalized and put under the state control. So the same worked here. They weren't even breaking the law. So that's the story. But we go on, and the square, I can't change the screen. Yeah, now I can. Just as a little reminder, so we are on the left bank, and this was this kind of the central area and the square. And this building is from the Soviet period. It didn't exist. There was a smaller two-story building located here, but this was this square, the central square of the left bank, and I will show you what it looked like. And by the way, do you see this building over here? This one. This is the same building. I will go to the shade now because it's going to be difficult to see it. It's the same building in this picture, the same two-floor, and as I said, a very small building where the Soviet building is now standing. It's not exactly the same spot, but it was a longer facade. There you go, right? A lot of people, and many of them are tourists. And also you see a horse-driven carriage, the very first horse-driven carriage line. So it basically was a tram, but driven not by electricity but by a horse, but it still needed rails, and the first rail line would go along the bridge and in this neighborhood, and where we have just been to, which only proves the point that this was that very up-and-coming neighborhood, very popular, very populated. That's why the public tram line was absolutely essential there. I love this picture. There's really so much to look at. And also, I wanted to show you what this square looked like. I will need a minute to find some photos. So in the center, there used to be standing this monument. It was erected in the second half of the 19th century to Mikhail Vorontsov, who was the representative of the Romanovs in the region, well, a viceroy. I will show you his portrait. That was him, Mikhail Vorontsov. That was him. He was highly respected by Georgians, by aristocrats, because he developed the city and the country and educational system. But also, we always have to keep in mind that it was developed, but to the needs of the Russian Empire. Obviously, he was not interested in any means, in any way, into the, let's say, the promotion of the Georgian language at schools. Of course, the gymnasiums that were open, everything would be taught in Russian. So it's kind of always this double-edged sword, and we always need to keep in mind of who it was developed for. So it's kind of yeah. But anyway, his impact and his influence, all the development and improvements that were made during his time as the viceroy of the Caucasus, well, is, I would say, very difficult to overestimate. This is true. But yeah, with a little but here, I would say, just a little but. Okay, this is a nice street actually, you know. I really could use a short stop because I need to have some water. These buildings, I promised something old and something new. We've already seen something new, but we still haven't seen something old. I wouldn't say really, really old, so this is it. These buildings are also from mid-19th century, but they haven't been restored ever since, I'm pretty sure. I hope connectivity-wise everything is okay. Whew. Okay, so we move on. And of course I know I'm going to overrun a little bit, but it's never a problem for me to overrun. But it's not going to be for too long because I need to pick up Grisha from his robotics class. Yeah. Yeah, well, Grisha will tell you tomorrow all the soldering he's doing on this at his robotics class. He's like really, really enjoying it. But after I showed you something old, I cannot but show you something new. Look, this is now one of my favorite examples of restoration work in Tbilisi. Again, we always come across a lot of old buildings, right? We always do. And I always say that it's only a matter of time when this or that house is taken care of. Okay, I don't really know why they're doing this, but they're honking like crazy here. Usually they do it when there is a wedding, but I guess all these people are going on a wedding. You probably hear that. I'm not even going to talk over it. I don't see the point. Let's just let them pass. So this is one of the examples of what I was actually saying. So now all that I was said is substantiated. Because you see that. Well, some buildings are taken care of earlier, some later. Yeah, you could hit the cars, of course you did. And this building is pretty long. Well, as much as I'm happy about the restoration, unfortunately, there is no history. I mean, we don't know the story of the house. We don't really know who owned it. No documents have been found yet in the archives. I personally know several specialists, historians that are now digging into the archives and trying to find out the story of the house, people who lived here. But at least we can enjoy the courtyard because it's open and we can see the restoration work inside out. Oh, this is perfect. This is because we have a little draft here and I'm not leaving, honestly. I just can't leave it. Okay, am I back? You can probably see that my cheeks are now of the same color as the walls, right? You can see that, right? Okay, am I back? Just let me know if I am back. There's no, yeah, okay. So we've just been through that archway, and as I was enjoying the draft, we got disconnected. Camouflage. Yes, it did. Camouflage. Think of it as a camouflage. Yeah, I know. Whew. So let's see a little bit. Well, I hear children's voices, so I'm going to be very discreet. But so this is just a good example of restoration and preservation of the traditional Georgian balconies, glassed and open with some and the wooden lace work, so to speak. I know it's not the term, but that's what we say here actually. And the craftsmanship is nice. However, I believe these are completely new. However, well, actually, I don't know. I don't know. But people live here, and I want to show you that bigger section over there. Come coba. Come coba. Look at that. Hmm? There's kid also here. There's a little pool for the kids. I'm not filming the kids, don't worry. So, but I just want you to see. This looks really impressive, isn't it? I'm so jealous of the kid, to be honest. Okay, thank you. I'm so jealous.
Yeah,
I want to join him.
if you look.
I wish. Well, the parents of the kid just told me it's okay to film, but I'm not going to film because he's a little topless. I don't want any problems with YouTube, but I'm so jealous because the kid is enjoying this little pool. Well, I'll show you the pool. I'll show you the pool, okay? Like, this is not the pool. This is just a source of water. Every courtyard should have a source of water. Okay, the kid is neutralized a little bit with the water. So there you go. It's just a little pool here. Yeah, you see? There you go. You see the variety of beautiful Georgian balconies. You see these type of woodwork. You see these glass balconies. Isn't it lovely? And this is modern. Yes, I know. Many of us are now jealous of the kid. I know, I know. So that's what I was talking about. Look at this. This is really impressive. And people live here, and actually these are the same people that lived here before the restoration. So they were obviously provided with temporary housing, and now they're back. No, 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 no. Well, the pool actually, I guess it's new. I guess the people just kind of chipped in and built the pool here for the kids. I think so. I don't know. Usually there would be always a well, but I don't know. This looks like something really modern. I think we need to go because I actually want to show you something else. English or Rusuli? По-русски. Нет, я просто показываю красивое. Yes. Okay. Isn't it a beautiful, beautiful place to stay? I'm pretty sure some of the apartments here would be hotels or guest houses or something. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Once again, we need to go through the archway. I might get disconnected, but we should be good. We should be good. Let's go. I kind of really want to slow down a little bit. That's what I'm talking about, a camouflage. Really well restored, nicely done. I don't know how scientific, this restoration was. It's really hard to say, but it's beautiful. And As a little bonus, I want to take you somewhere really special. I'm switching the camera. You see this house? It's one of the, I would say, oldest buildings in the neighborhood. You can see the balcony. That's just going to collapse. And I'm honestly don't know how safe it is now to go. We're planning to go, but I'm planning to go to our happy place. It's not going to be happy when this balcony collapses, but I hope it won't. I hope it won't. But yeah, this building is precious, super precious, because it's one of the oldest in the area. I'm now going to cross. And even if the building is like dilapidating, the ground floor is still safe. And also even these doors are cool. Well, they used to be much cooler when they were in one piece. But even these doors, they're just doors, but they're cool doors. And you see, this house is also about to be restored. There's a project here even. And they're going to add a building from behind. So they're going to preserve the facade. That's exactly the plan. From here you can see it. So the facade of this building, just the facade is going to be preserved, restored, and the rest will be the business center as far as I understand. Yeah. So I think it's a good idea. And this is the happy place I'm going to take you to. Come on, come on. I've been given okay to film. Thank you so much. It's so sad to see buildings like this, I know, but we have seen the project already for restoration, so it's only a matter of time. You see, there is so much that has been done already. I mean, this building, isn't it gorgeous? This one's going to be lovely too. So we are in our happy place, that's the name of the place. And honestly, whenever I'm here, I really feel happy. Look at all these beautiful pottery, look at all these crafts created by Georgian artists. Look at that. We've seen so much, I know, we've seen so much. We've been to so many beautiful gift shops. We've talked to so many artisans, but there's always something new. I mean, I haven't seen these type of designs before. The cup with toadstools. Look at these stars. This one looks just gorgeous. How much are these mugs?
Mugs generally are 40 lari each.
Okay.
Smaller ones are 35.
Okay, so 40 lari is like around $20. So yeah, so the average price.
Around like 15.
15. Okay, well, around $15. And the smaller ones are a little cheaper, like, yeah, a little cheaper. Around $12. I like the tulips personally. Do you have bells?
Bells, not like.
Well, one of my viewers is saying she's seen bells. Ooh, okay. Can you do it again? Is this the bell? Yeah, this is the bell.
Yeah, we have different sizes.
Ooh.
And all of them represent a Georgian man. Like
Oh,
and stuff.
Sharon, a Georgian man and a bell. It's like a bellboy.
Yeah.
Bellman.
And also we have cups
Hello.
as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's. How does it even work?
I don't know. But it still works.
Yeah. Can you hear that? It is cute. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you. So you see, now we finally found a place that actually has bells. You would love a Georgian man, of course you would. Of course. How much are the men?
It's different. It depends on the size. So it's 35, the smaller ones.
35
and it
lari.
goes up to 65 if it's a bigger.
And up to 65. Okay, Sharon. So just have a look and let me know later. But the issue is, I'm afraid, how do you ship overseas?
I don't know. We have physical shop. Also, we have like page.
Uh-huh.
I can give you like our visit card.
Okay.
And you can contact the owners.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they can. I don't know.
So the only thing I'm worried is just the delivery. That's the
Yeah.
thing, because they're so fragile.
Yeah, of course. It's still ceramics.
Yeah, the ceramics is. Yeah, so, but just in case anyone, please feel free to follow this cute Keramico store, our happy place called Keramica. You see the Facebook, you see Instagram.
And if they see on Google and give us a review, it would be great.
Yeah, well, they are in the States and Europe and everywhere.
It's okay.
Yeah, and also there's a page on Google, and you can always leave a Google review. And look at this beautiful business card.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you.
It depicts our store.
Yeah, absolutely, and it so matches the vibe.
Yeah.
I think this is sea glass. Is it the sea glass?
You know, it's sea stones collected on the seashore in Batumi on Black Sea, but like material is silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we've seen something similar
It's
on
not
one of
like
the markets.
expensive
Mm-hmm.
stones, it's just sea stones.
Yeah, but it's very, it's sustainable.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Very good. You have taken cruise shots, so do let me know. I think there is another bellman. I think this one is even. What is this? A little rug? I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Well, he's holding something in his hand. What is
It's
this?
like stuff.
Oh, like stuff. Oh, okay. Look at these cute pigs.
Yeah,
Cute pigs are really cute, and I think my cheeks are pretty much the same shade as these pigs. We can compare actually. You know me. Okay, I'll take the one with the biggest cheeks. We are identical. I mean, no, my skin just can't tolerate the heat. What am I doing? What am I doing in Georgia even? I need to go to Norway. And then I'm gonna get no. I think I just gotta get frostbitten there as well, so I don't really know where to go.
You know, it's like
Camouflage.
only 10 days since it's hot weather. Before that it was like cold.
Yeah, it was really nice. When Europe was like dying from heat wave, it was heaven here, and we had rain. I loved it, absolutely.
Very fun.
I was born in Siberia, and then I lived in St. Petersburg, Russia, and I left for Israel.
Oh, good.
Yeah, now I'm here. Yeah, and I should probably come to Sweden at some point. Yeah, maybe. Look at these peppers. Yeah, I know Netherlands are now also not an option. That's true. Well, speaking of Netherlands, we have a little starry night here. Huh? That's cute. Wow. And you know, last time I saw, wow, these are beautiful. Oh, my mom-in-law would love it. I know where to take my mom-in-law to. She's coming very soon, actually. I might have told you about it, might have not, but now I have. And they have really amazing pins. They're really cute. You have lemons. Oh, this one is very timely. I mean, the snowman. The stars are cute. Unicorns are absolutely gorgeous. A light bulb for someone who always comes up with creative ideas. So this one's going to be timely as well, closer to the new year, but the star is like timeless. And look at all these keychains. Look at all these goodies, and there's more to it. Oh, this is beautiful. This is to pair with a pin. Guys, this is beautiful. Again, we've seen so many beautiful craft shops, and they are different. It's not like they have all the same kind of produce. This is amazing. Look at these foxes. Love foxes.
You know, it all happens inside the family, so it's family business.
Family
It's
business.
not like some different artists are collaborating, like
Uh-huh.
it's inside the family. So,
Inside the family.
yeah.
Wow.
So the father was a ceramics artist.
Okay. The father was ceramic
and,
artist.
Paul,
Am I back? I know I was buffering. I was kicked out of the YouTube again. I know I was buffering. Once you let me know on the chat that I'm back, I'll repeat one of the things that I've heard. I'm not sure if you heard it. Okay, so I'm back. That's nice. So I've been just told that it's not like one of those gift shops where different artists from across the country, sell their produce, but actually it's one family that does this. Do we know of the family?
All the family, yeah. A father, wife, and daughters.
Okay,
The,
so it's a father, a wife, and the
this shelf,
daughters.
like different of their stuff, is mainly made by the father, who is
Okay.
also the teacher in Academy of Arts.
Oh,
in Tbilisi.
wow.
And
Any?
his daughters, like his older daughter, mostly. These like jewel box and like soap holders.
Soap
And
holders.
these cups
They're
are made by the
cute.
younger daughter.
Okay, and all those beautiful mugs are made by the younger daughter. And these are, these are just the cutest soap holders I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Oh my
Same.
goodness. Whoa. And who made the bells?
Bells, father.
Father.
Yeah.
Father. Do we know the name? Can you tell the name?
Gigi.
Gigi. Okay, so Gigi made these beautiful bell men. I don't even know which one. I think they're all really cute. I like the small one. I just like the colors.
Yeah,
Yes.
Gigi is known for his like different color combinations.
Okay, Gigi is known for color combinations. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow. I just love this. Oh, this is to pair with a pin and with a bigger plate. Wow, this is kind of a blue shelf. That's the blue shelf. That's the red shelf. The cherries are cute as well. Wow. Please follow this store. It's not going to cost you anything, and it's going to mean so much to the family and to the store. And these type of magnets, well, we've seen, magnets that are designed like famous Tbilisi doors. You know how much I love Tbilisi doors. But they are different. They look different from what we have seen before. Again, as I said, this store is unique. Again, the pigs, wonderful crafts. They're saying thank you so much. This is beautiful. Again, I think now I look actually like those because I'm totally pink now.
Yeah, I look like cyanide, so I understand.
Yes.
Yeah. But I have a beard, so it doesn't show much.
True. I don't have a beard, so I can't camouflage it. Unfortunately, I still don't have a beard. Oh, okay. Why so many? Oh, it's domino.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the cutest dominoes I've seen in my life.
You can actually play with them. It's not just decoration.
Yeah, you can just play.
Yeah. And these
So
are basically
artsy.
spoon holders. When you're cooking dinner and you don't know where to put your spoon or like spatula, you can put it here. So main thing is here that you can use it as a decoration, of course, but we're trying to do something that is beautiful and you can utilize them as well.
This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's vote which mug I should get for someone special who's coming as well. So as you already know, my mom-in-law is coming very soon, but there is someone else coming very soon, someone very special. So I need to choose the mug for this very special person. So let me know what you like, and then I'll see, and I might get it next time I bring this special person here.
We are open every day, so you can.
Yeah, I know. I've already been here a couple times, and I've laid my eyes on a few items. Yeah. So I really like this one. I think it's really one of the best.
It's simple but still beautiful.
Yes, it's simply beautiful.
Yeah.
The heart one, this one. Yeah, this one as well. Sunflowers or mushrooms, sunflowers. These? I don't think they're sunflowers. I think they are dandelions. They're dandelions. Tulips are beautiful. Dandelions are actually really cute. This one's giving me a little bit of this England vibes. In England they have this blue striped ceramics. I think something like that. I don't remember. I think, Sharon, you can tell me. But polka dots too.
Yeah. The thing is, they're always like surprised that we don't do like traditional Georgian decorations with flakes and stuff. But we are using like some kind of decoration from like Georgian tradition, but it's not showing itself in the flakes or like coat of arms and stuff. Because it's boring, you can see it everywhere.
Exactly.
But we are doing in the Tbilisi family way. like they grew up in Tbilisi, so they know how Tbilisi looks like, and their art is depicting it.
In their
Yeah.
own way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's Georgian, but in its own way. Wow. Beautiful. So now that we have seen this much, I think I know what I need to get, but I haven't decided yet. So, but I definitely will be coming back to the store with my special guests because I also want them to choose because, you know. And I think I'm actually very much into, no, I think I need to flip the camera, very much into this set over here with the stars. Oh, and this is amazing. The to-do list. I can actually.
Yeah, you can try.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Isn't it cool? I think this one is like. Okay. And we can even just wipe it. Oh, this is crazy. The only one. Oh my goodness. This is
Some of
crazy.
the market has its magnet, so you can put it here as well.
Wow. And just to wrap up this live stream, I would like to remind you that you can always support me by either buying me a coffee or send me a small PayPal donation. And I think I just should say just one more thing. I love you all. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Thank you for sharing my love of Georgia. Thank you for keeping me company in those beautiful lobbies. I mean, this is ingenious. This is like high tech. I don't know, it's so high techy to me.
It's not only decoration.
Exactly. Exactly. This is incredible. So, my dear friends, thank you so much. I'm looking horrible, but I just, I need to face it. Thank you for joining me. It's been so much fun. So now that we have this bellman, Sharon, do let me know which one you want. And if I find out how to ship it, probably need to wrap it in the bubble wrap or something. Yeah, you have bubble wrap. So you choose I will take pictures for you. I'll take pictures for you. You choose the man, and then with the tons of bubble wrap, I think I might be able to ship it to you. Do let me know where to, Sweden or London, okay? Which one? Sweden or UK? I don't know where you're gonna be. I think you are now with your mom still, right, in London. So if you're planning to be there for another several weeks, so which I think you are, Sweden. Okay, we'll talk later about it. So if anyone fancies something, I think we can work it out. I want a piece of Georgia everywhere in the world, honestly. Isn't it amazing? Okay, I think I just need one more pig. I think this one has even more blush. That's me now. Thank you, everyone, for joining me and my cute piggy friends. I hope you have enjoyed something old, something new, something pink, and a little bit of blue right over there. So I'll see you tonight for 2 more Zooms, right? So the Bolshoi Avenue and also the St. Petersburg Synagogue, right? So, and that video is going to be different from the one I showed a couple of years ago. I've added really a lot to that tour. And 4 streams tomorrow, including the ice cream festival. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh,
yeah. Do you have ice cream festival in Tbilisi?
Sorry?
Do you have ice cream festival in Tbilisi?
Yes, tomorrow. That's me in the mountain. Yeah, tomorrow.
I didn't know.
Now you do.